killing me. See if we're live now. Hopefully we are. We're live. Okay, awesome. We'll just do a quick sound test. We are, okay, we're live, and we have sound, and everything is wonderful. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. I am Gina, aka the Gina Chew. My wonderful bot in the chat will show you all the ways you can follow me on social media. You can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube, or you can follow me on Twitter at the Gina Chew to see what I'll be streaming next. So I think we're going to wind up finishing up Satch's route tonight, which I'm really excited about because I love Satch's route so far, and I'm really kind of sad for it to end, but I'm also really excited to see how it pans out. So we've got 30 tournament points, which is good. We've maxed out our tournament points, and the current event is the boots. Maybe we'll finally find out who took them. Dear Diary, Satch doesn't even want his job back. Maybe it's for the best? They say the world works in mysterious ways. Yeah, my last job, after I departed from that job, I was definitely happy that I was no longer there. For sure. I know that feeling. It's never good to be in like a situation or an atmosphere, just like in a place where you have like negativity around, you know? It's never good. And especially for somebody as sweet and kind as Satch, like, that's just not the place for him. You know, maybe we can help him find another solution, but we'll see how that turns out. Hana, are you awake? Mai whispered into the darkness. I was half asleep, but I responded regardless. Well, I've been thinking about everything that's happened. Did we ever find out who took the boots? My eyes snapped open. No, I guess we didn't. The silence that hung in the room after my sentence made it feel warmer. I stuck a leg out from under my covers. It wasn't me, for sure. I know. I believe you. But then, who was it? I'm still blaming... Okay, so I have a lot of culprits in mind. Categoris, completely sneaky snake. Waleed, the king of sneaky snakes. The librarian... is enough of a brat that I think she would do it. Is Pep, hello my dear. Mwah, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could join me again. The question rolled around in my mind, gathering fragments of other thoughts like a sticky ball. Never mind. You need your rest. The tournament is tomorrow after all. Okay, so we definitely are at endgame. Good night, Hana. Yeah, good night. We'll probably find it, like, right before the tournament and then have to, like, rush it to them so that hopefully they'll be able to have, like, the courage needed to win the tournament. I heard her turn away. I shut my eyes and tried to find the drowsiness I felt just moments earlier, but something wasn't sitting well with me. I had a terrible, terrible feeling. But tomorrow would go well, for sure. As much as I wanted to believe that, I couldn't. Slowly, I drifted into an uneasy sleep. The current event is biased. Uh-oh. The tournament was today. I agreed to meet up with Satch to help him move his machine to the tournament hall, and I was just about to knock on his door when... Clearly the culprits. I don't want Hana on this team. Oh my god! Shade! Fucking get off of it! Seriously! Jesus Christ! Hi, kids! Mwah, yay! I'm so glad you could join me. Chill. Welcome back to the stream. Aww. I'm so glad that I can make your night, Pep. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. I froze. I'm not happy, however, that Shane is here. Katrina, hello! Oh my goodness, all my favorites are here joining me for this stream, and I'm so happy. You have no proof, Shane. You can't punish someone for something they haven't necessarily done. There's proof enough. Mai's a kleptomaniac. You're not making sense. We'll lose the tournament if Hana doesn't compete. It would be better to lose than to fraternize with a liar and a thief. Shane! Whoa! Whoa! He made Satch yell! The British brat. Yeah, seriously, he is a brat. I have a feeling that like I'm really excited to do Shane's route eventually, but I'm also kind of dreading it because I'm like, am I even going to want to romance him because he's gonna be such a little brat? I flinched. I never heard Satch speak in that way. I trust Hana and Mai. They would never steal the boots. There was a heavy silence. Then Shane spoke again, much closer to the door. You're biased. The door flew open and Shane emerged, nearly hitting me in the shoulder. I stared at him stunned, but he barely glanced at me before continuing down the hall. Oh, God, Shane! What a dick! Satch saw me standing there and came next to me. He's your second fave, Pep? Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to wind up loving him after his route, even though he's such a jerk. He's really a sweetheart. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling he probably really is like a sweetheart underneath. It's just, he's been hurt real bad. Clearly somebody has greatly hurt him in his past. Satch saw me there and came to stand next to me. Did you hear all that? Well, the tears in her eyes would indicate yes. Seeing my face, Satch scratched the back of his neck. Look, Hana, I don't care what Shane says. He might not trust you, but I do. Everyone else should too.
Really?
Would a bad person go exploring the campus at night to look for the boots? Would a bad person go and beg for my job back? Would a bad person take care of Oscar just because? Oh, that's right, Oscar! I almost forgot about Oscar. Shane Dere. Yes, that's gonna be the new term, Shane Dere. Would a bad person stick by her friend and keep faith in her even when things look bad? This is reaffirming all the choices we've made in this in this route so far. You're not just a good person, you're one of the most thoughtful and selfless people I've ever met. And if Shane and the others don't realize it, that's their problem, stemming from a lack of observation, not from you. Look at this cutie pie! I can't! If they just knew you like I do, and if they felt the way about you... Oh, Satch! Oh, you came real close there, buddy! He stopped, mouth agape. Thanks, Satch. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, the tournament is starting soon. I don't care what Shane thinks, you're still a part of the team. Let's get this thing over there. I wiped tears from my eyes and nodded. Right! Satch and I carried the heavy machine out of his room, down the steps, and onto the campus. I was thankful for the fresh spring air, taking a brief breath before we hobbled our way across the grounds. It was good we'd get there early to set up, as my event was one of the first ones. Huffing and puffing, there was little time for conversation as we headed into town. Okay, and a lot of this we've seen before, but I'm super excited. I also want to see what kind of, like, event Satch is going to be competing in. I guess it's just for the invention. The arcade at which the tournament was being held was much smaller than I expected. Satch's worst ending. I can't even imagine what kind of person or choices you would have to make to get a bad end for Satch. Oh my god, I can't. I felt like I'd find some kind of convention, but instead it was a small local arcade filled with machines. Smaller rooms split off, which were probably where the individual competitions would take place throughout the day. A few people milled about the space, generally older folk in their 20s and 30s. I glanced at the agenda in my hand and made my way to one of the back rooms. When I entered the competition room, I found 2 chairs on an elevated platform, a computer, and a projector sitting between them and hooked up to separate controllers. Ian sat in one of the chairs, looking bored out of his mind.
Good morning.
Ian!
Hey.
It's about time you showed up. I was starting to get worried that you died. Aw, it's sweet of you to be concerned. Is it? Oh, Ian. Whose route is next, kids? I'm thinking... Paul? I think it's gonna be Paul and then Gerard and then Shane. I think that's what's gonna happen. I know! Ian is adorable. I love him so much. He's like my favorite. I know what the 2 hidden routes are, and I'm really excited for... Yeah. I was just about to sit down to play when Jeff emerged out of nowhere and stood in front of me, avoiding my eyes. Is everything okay, Jeff? Uh-oh. What shenanigans? Jeff! Jeff! You're my boy, man. You've been good so far. Don't you join the Sneaky Snakes Club? Yeah, but, you should talk with Caddy after the tournament. Fucking Cat Icarus! I knew it! I knew it was him! He was my first suspect. You can go back and watch the footage. I can't with him. Good guy, Jeff. Alright? Good guy, Jeff. Oh, God, Caddy! I'm gonna strangle him! Okay, why? Well, he's a mysterious foreign exchange student. What? Yeah, I know that. Maybe not the mysterious part, but... So... Look, take my word for it. Okay, if you say so.
Right on.
That little... Don't do Jacques. You know, I'll be honest with you, I really didn't want to do Jacques, but I feel like for completion's sake, like my inner Gerard is like, I really should do all of them. No problem. I watched Jeff disappear into the crowd and got into the chair next to Ian. A man came over me to check my name and club affiliation. I said I was a member of the Normal Boots Club, a small surge of pride making me sit up straight as I said it. There was chairs lined up for people to watch us compete, and to my surprise, the entire room soon filled. I searched the crowd to find the Normal Boots Club. There they were! Everyone but Satch! And here's Shane, and look, John smiling, Paul smiling. Why, Shane? Where was he? Maybe he was off trying to find the boots. I don't know. As I stared worriedly into the crowd, a blur of movement caught my eye. Kids, I'm really worried about the Jacques with what you're saying. The true end is worth it? I want to do Ian's route. I've heard that you get to have lots of shenanigans with the hidden block guys, and I really want to that my only regret in this game, and I understand why this is the way it is, and I would never expect the people at Illusi to do it, but I really wish there were romance routes for the hidden block guys, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that way. But obviously, the game would have then been ridiculously massive, and it would have taken, you know, probably at least several years longer, but that's my only regret about this game. Jeff was sitting in a chair on the edge of the row with the rest of the hidden block club, watching me carefully. I smiled at him and he looked away. Yeah, no spoilers, please. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. Oh my god, I feel like I should save. I didn't realize we'd be going to the tournament so soon. I hope this isn't a small stream. Finally, the lights around us dimmed and the projector started up, showing the main menu of Dumbadoom's Revenge on screen. It was time to start. As the MC began his introduction and explained the rules of the game, Ian turned to me, a smirk on his face. Get that adorable smirk off your face, Ian. Sure you're ready for this?
Yeah.
You bet I am. Ready to go? The man turned to us. Ian and I nodded. Then, 3, 2, 1, start! The game began. I love this song, by the way. I think this is probably my favorite track in the game. I immediately clicked to fill my screen with 2 more lines of blocks. Ian began working with what he had. I scanned the blocks for the pink hearts, eliminating them one by one, making combos where I could. I still wasn't advanced enough to plan tons of combos ahead of time, but I could make it much more likely for combos to happen through probability. The pinks were all but gone. Green leaves were next. Dumbadoom started flipping at the top of the screen. Ian must be comboing, which meant I had a few seconds before those blocks would fall. I set up a combo on the top of the screen and started eliminating the orange blocks below it. Then, it happened. A 6 combo jumped out at me from the screen. My eyes crossed as I stared at it in shock. I just had to move the top block over one space. Then, as quickly as I saw it, it vanished. The blocks looked normal again. You're dead! I love the ferocity. You can tell that she's saying it with, like, ferociousness because Like she just see just this angry face. And I just imagine this like little girl being like, "You're dead," and Ian looking at her like, seriously? As Ian's blocks fell upon my humble kingdom, I slid the combo into place. 2, 3, 4 combo, 5 combo, 6 combo, 7 combo, 8 combo! Ian's attack converted into blocks and hovered above mine. I set up several more combos and waited for them to fall. 10 combo, legendary! Dumbadoom started farting out rainbows over Ian's zone. I will never get tired of that line no matter how many times I play this game. It's just too good. Blocks. So many blocks. They didn't come in a chunk, they came in a torrential downpour. All over Ian's side, sliding from left to right and back again. Ian blinked, his hands and eyes moving frantically over the screen. I wasn't sure he had ever seen something like that before. I sure hadn't. Yeah, I don't judge you for but listen, okay? Listen. Let's be real. Let's be real, is Pep. And all the ladies in the chat. Let's be real. Every single one of the hidden block and normal boots guys are gorgeous. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know how statistically possible that is. But they are all incredibly attractive. And I do not judge you at all because Cat Icarus and Jeff are gorgeous. They're all gorgeous, really. Really, they are. It's kind of ridiculous. I continued to combo while this was happening, but at this point, there was no need. Ian's screen filled up. He kept trying to make combos until the very end, but... Game over! That was it. I won. I stared, dumbfounded, at the screen in front of me. Ian's mouth hung open. The room was silent. Then...
Whoa!
Yeah, Hana!
Aw, yeah.
I knew you could do it! I glanced up to see the room applauding. All of it, even the hidden block club. The announcer was gaping at the screen. I've never seen a score that high. Jimmy is adorable. I never saw any of his videos until I started playing this game, and the first video I saw of him, I'm like, this guy is fantastic. I am definitely a fan of Jimmy's. They're all so cute and you hate it. I like it. I don't know. I mean, I mean, there's obviously more to them than the way they look, but it doesn't hurt that they're nice to look at when you're watching their videos. That's all I'm saying. And a lot of them have very nice voices too. Luke and Ian, but yeah. Yeah, and they're all super talented too. It's just like, it doesn't even seem fair. Like, how can you be that nice and wonderful and talented and good looking? How can you do that? I don't get it. Certain I was red as a tomato, I stood to climb down off the platform. Not so fast. Ian stepped in front of me, grim as always. I braced myself for his infamous sarcasm. Oh, and by the way, Satch's voice too. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw Pro Jared's playthrough of Asagao Academy, but just him and his wife were both just like losing their minds every time like Satch had a voiced sound bit. Like, they just lost their minds. But to my surprise, he laughed.
Hana.
That was a hell of a game, Hana. That's exactly what I wanted from you. And I believe that real life Ian would do this too. I could see real life Ian just wanting a challenge to just, you know, like just have fun playing. They got skills to pay the bills, that is true. They were adorable. It was so cute seeing Heidi like dressed up as Hana. It was really cute. And they kept giving each other adorable looks, and it made my heart melt. It made me happy that they're so happy with each other. It made me very happy to see. He held a hand in the air, and I looked at it in confusion. Don't leave me hanging!
Yeah.
Oh! I high-fived him and he clasped my hand in his. This is one of my favorite moments in the entire game. Where like Hana just like immediately assumes that Ian's gonna be a douchebag and he's like, no, high five, girl. Like, I love that moment. Thanks, Hana. That was fun. Then he disappeared into the pressing crowd. Oh my god. They're all so sweet. They really, I want to meet them IRL one day. One day. I bumped and shoved my way through, searching for Satch in the bundle of people.
Hana.
Hana! I turned around. Satch was behind me, grinning from ear to ear. I came just in time to see the end, and that was amazing! You managed to use Ian's strategy against him. How did you do that? You know, practice? Satch burst out laughing. That laugh, though! That laugh, though! How can you not? How can you not love that laugh? Oh my god, Luke is really cute too. Like the way that he speaks to people, like on Twitter and stuff. Like they all just seem like the sweetest guys. And I've also heard that Jared is extremely nice in person. That's wonderful. Well, what about your match? It's starting soon. Then come on, let's go. I tugged Satch through the crowded arcade floor, moving through the flood of new arrivals playing at various machines. Seems like it's good for business. All participants play free, and you can get a day pass and play as much as you want. Huh, no wonder. We entered into the invention room and paused, completely taken aback. Uh-oh. Huge TVs lined the hall, and people stood around various consoles, PCs, and other things I had never seen before. A group of middle-aged adults with clipboards were walking around the room, inspecting the various inventions. Across the way, I saw Jimmy talking to an older lady, presenting something on his 4DS to her with a sheepish grin. That's right, Jimmy is Satch's quote-unquote rival here. Thank goodness, they haven't gotten to mine yet. We hustled across the room into the back corner where Satch's VR helmet perched on a chair, ready for people to try. Satch muttered to himself in a hushed voice, and I moved the helmet and sat on the chair myself. People were roaming the room. Occasionally one would stop and ask a question or try something someone had worked on. A robot, a circular treadmill for controlling character movement. But mostly they were content to look and not touch. This isn't good. I need someone to demonstrate this machine or it won't get any notice. Well, we can demonstrate, like Hana can do it. He eyed me over his shoulder and I rolled my eyes. Me? Well, I would never ask. But if you would?
Yeah.
Of course I will. I held the helmet in front of me, waiting while he turned on the TV screen that would project what I was seeing and doing to the entire room. Just in time. A judge is coming this way. An older woman was at the booth next to ours, talking to a young woman about her invention. Face recognition software for dating applications. Have your virtual boyfriend really talk to you. A virtual dating game, huh? That sounded kind of fun. The times that this game breaks the fourth wall is just fantastic. Her models were definitely in the uncanny valley, though. Ready? Satch peered down at me. Things will be a bit different this time. I got a lot done since you last visited. Just behave naturally and move as you did last time. Kits, I love that you're able to like relate to Austin with the anxiety stuff. Like, I get that too. I have, well, I'm on a medication now, completely unrelated, but it's actually like evened out my personality a lot. But I definitely know those anxiety feels, man. Yeah, Austin seems really sweet. They all seem really sweet, and it's not fair. I just want to high-five them and tell them that they're awesome. And I live on Long Island, and I know that I'm not too far from a couple of them. But yeah, if I ever saw them, I would just high-five them and be like, your stuff's awesome. Okay. I slipped on the helmet on and gave Satch a thumbs up. The machine switched on with a familiar whirring sound, and I felt the dizziness fog my mind once again. Thankfully, by now I was used to it. Oh, we're in school! When I came to, I found myself in a room I knew well, my classroom. At least I thought it was my classroom. When I looked around, the only people nearby were... Oh, Normal Boots members! With virtual Normal Boots. I was sitting in a desk in the back of the class. Moving carefully, I slowly got out of the desk and moved across the room. It was weird to see my body moving without feeling it. With the helmet on, it really felt like I was in the classroom, not that I was in the first-person perspective I saw in typical shooter games. If I could feel my body, I might have mistaken it for real life, which was cool, but also made me nervous. Yeah, that would probably be kind of weird to feel, right? Please don't sell this to the government, Satch! Wow. Hold on, I need some water. Oh my gosh, hold on 1 second, you guys. Alright, there we go. My allergies are killing me today. I don't know where you guys are about, but here on Long Island, like, the pollen is killing today. I stood awkwardly in front of the boys, unsure of what to do. What did Satch say? Act normally? I can't get enough of Hana with the helmet on. Hi. Jared turned to me, sparkling in the fluorescent light. Ah, hello there, good person. He flashed a brilliant smile and bowed low. If you would be so kind as to sit at the front of the room, we can begin. Sure. What has Satch created? What has Satch done? The Jared in front of me was similar to the real Jared, but different. He seemed like a punched up version, as if he were on steroids or something. He was somehow even more beautiful here than in real life. He moved with flowing grace, like he was made from liquid. It seemed almost unnatural, like an elf from Lord of the Necklaces. Lord of the Necklaces! I'm just gonna let that one go. I sat in Shizuka's chair and the boys sat at their desks in front of me. Now, we're going to... Gerard stopped mid-sentence, his brow ruffled as if he forgot something. Going to... Oh no! No! There's a glitch in the Matrix! Had Satch not gotten this far? Should I do something? Dance, tickle fight, make a confession. Well, I mean, dancing and tickle fighting, I mean, that might show off the movement of it a lot better, but make a confession would be kind of cute. It would be, you know, maybe she could confess about Satch to virtual guys, and then Satch can really be there, and maybe she'll be, I don't know. I'm just going off tangent now. Well, I'm gonna assume that we're supposed to make a confession. Make a confession. That is the correct answer, apparently. So let's do it. Let's make a confession. What kind of confession shall we make? Make a confession. Right. In that case, I'll go first. Once, I made PBG a peanut butter pie. Whoa, we got a kitchen. The world swirled out of view for a moment, and then I was in the dorm kitchens watching PBG and Gerard talk to each other. Wow, you made me a pie? All right. Of course, please eat it. You're so generous, Gerard.
You're a great friend.
Gerard's so cute. Nah, I just wanted to thank you for being my friend. I feel like this is something real-life Gerard would do. I suppressed a chuckle as PBG dipped a fork into the pie and took a bite. Oh, is this gonna be the whole I'm allergic to peanuts bit? That that PBG said he's wanted to do one day? Well... PBG froze and dropped his fork. His hands flew to his throat. I knew I called it! PBG, what's wrong? I forgot to tell you. He turned to face me, and both he and Gerard gave me giant thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to peanut butter. Then they froze. I moved up to them and touched them. Nothing was happening. It seemed this was as far as Satch got. Just as I was about to panic, a door at the far end of the room opened, and I saw a flash of pink. Whoa, it's Hana! Whoa, he put Hana in here! Hello, fancy meeting you here. It was me. I was talking to myself. Kind of. This is a version of myself I had never seen before. Oh, is she gonna get to see herself through Satch's eyes? She was beautiful. Certainly more beautiful than I considered myself to be. She smiled brightly, and the room around us seemed to glow. Oh my god, my heart! You guys! My heart! No, it was actually glowing. My other Hana's presence made the room glow. Well, alright, so Hana glows, Jared sparkles, you know, we're just all about it apparently. I'm happy you came to see me. I was worried about my friends there, so I wanted to check up on them. But I ended up running into a new friend. Don't worry, I've got you. As long as I'm by your side, you don't need to worry. Are you? Something tapped me on the shoulder and I about jumped a foot into the air, I think. My VR sight didn't change, so I was confused until I heard Satch's voice from somewhere above me. You can take off the helmet now, Hana. Oh my god, it's so cute! I removed the helmet, seeing the real world come into form around me. Suddenly, I felt my feet back on the ground. Even though my sense of touch never left me, somehow it only felt real when the visuals around me matched up. Satch stood in front of me, a blush across his cheeks. I think things went really well. I knew I could count on you. You thought fast and you saw through the bugs and glitches and messed up scenarios. Without you, the program might have gotten stuck, and the third judge would never see what it was capable of.
Thank you.
Satch, you can't. Thank you so much, Hana. About... anyway, I have to fill out some forms now, so... He started backing away as he said it. Of course, right, I'll just... Yeah, great, bye. Satch is so adorable. He's like, let's not talk about the fact that I made you all pretty and glowy and I like you. He turned and dashed away. I watched him go, bewildered. So, was that how Satch saw me? It is, I have a feeling. If it was, Hello, tournament competitors! The judges' score sheets are now in. We'll tally the scores and announce the winners in a few minutes. Announce? Then, did Satch really have forms to fill out? I walked around the room for a bit, looking at the different inventions. Some of them were pretty neat, but I didn't bother trying them out. After my event in Satch's VR machine, I felt drained and a little lightheaded. Some 15 minutes passed before I heard the MC again. Hello, tournament competitors, and thank you for your patience. I would like to announce our winners. In third place, Jimmy Sunder with his extremely detailed level design analyzer. So a guy with a crazy hairdo walked up to the front of the room, grabbed his medal, and bowed. In second place, Tom Krachaliak, I guess, for his robot that could memorize choices and even form the basis of a personality. An older man received the silver medal, thanking the MC in a Polish accent. And in first place, oh my gosh, guys, Ispet, please share your theory with me. Yeah! Satchel Drakes for his revolutionary VR that can control movement with nothing but thought. Yay! Satch won! Oh, a game theory? Ispet, I see what you did there. A rush of cheers filled the auditorium. Satch jumped to the front podium and accepted his gold medal, thanked his audience, and fled. I ran to his booth to congratulate him, but when I got there, he was completely swarmed by people. From the looks of it, some were reporters or businessmen. I bounced up and down, waving at him until he caught a glimpse of me. I gave him a thumbs up and he grinned in return. I wouldn't be talking with him for a while. Ah, that's what Satch wanted though, that's so good! I left Satch's booth and wandered around the room, wondering what to do with myself. Shock! Then I saw Caddy over at Jimmy's booth, waiting to speak to him. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, didn't John say that, like, did he say that the guy that he got shocked from was, no, he got shocked from like a Tibetan monk or something? Did he? Are you theorizing that that's the guy that created Jock? Is that your theory? Cause I would buy into that theory. Oh, here we go. Here's Sneaky Snake Cat Icarus. I'm gonna have a fucking word with this dude. Then I saw Caddy over at Jimmy's booth waiting to speak to him. Suddenly Jeff's warning came back to mind. You should talk to Caddy. Curious, I approached. He shifted nervously as he watched me come, but smiled when I stood in front of him.
Hey.
Hana, fancy seeing you here. Yeah, fancy seeing you here at the tournament where we're all competing. I chuckled and he laughed loudly. Too loudly. I watched him shift his hands in his pockets and glance furtively around the room. You are a thieving bastard! Caddy, is everything okay? Yeah, everything is fine. Sorry, I've never been good at talking to cute girls. I glanced at him in surprise and he chuckled. It was flattering, but I realized that I would rather have someone else say it to me. Could that someone else be Satch? I bit my lip. You seem rather skittish. Yeah, but I'm always like that, aren't I? He grinned again. Whatever Jeff wanted me to ask Caddy about, he wasn't having it. Finally! Free of the people who had been talking to him, Jimmy joined our group. Caddy! Hey, Hana! Oh, and Waleed? Waleed was crossing the room, evidently having come from his events. Jimmy sighed. I guess I never had any chance of beating Satch, did I? I worked so hard on that breeding AI for the newest generation Nokemon games. I really thought it could help save so many Nokemon fans so much time. It's okay, Jimmy. You did your best, and that was definitely something you would do. Yeah, it seems like something Jimmy would create. I guess so, but how did yours go? About that. Oh, did Jared outdance the shit out of you, Waleed? Because we've seen that happen. Waleed trailed off, eyes downcast.
Yay!
Yes! I couldn't resist punching the air rolling from my shoulders. That's awful rude, Hana. Sorry. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. I can't believe you actually said that.
Seriously?
I can't believe you lost. Neither can I. I'm gonna have to seriously rethink my future career if things are going like this. Your future career? As what? As an... Actually, never mind. Yeah, we found some weird shit in your locker now that I think about it. But, now, Caddy threw his arms around Jimmy and Waleed's necks. If all events are all over, it's time to have some fun, eh? Come on, let's go. Tournament players get free games all day, and I'm not about to let that opportunity go to waste. You too, Hana! I nodded. For now, the tournament results were unknown, and Satch was being interviewed for his paradigm-shifting invention. There was nothing I could do but play. And wring Cat Icarus's neck! We played our hearts out at the end of the tournament, roaming from pinball machines to shooters and rhythm games. People left one by one for their events, returning with good and bad news, but never did an outside force take a title. By the end of the day, we were exhausted and sweaty, and the air inside the tiny arcade was muggy with humidity. The MC from the tournament finally tallied the scores and stood on stage, microphone in hand. Cad Burglar? Oh my god, is Pep. That is exactly what I'm going to call him now. Cad Burglar. I called it too! Cat Icarus was being sneaky from the beginning of this, man. The winner of the 2015 South-Southwest tournament is... the Normal Boots Club! Obviously. Yes! I screamed and clapped and we swarmed on stage. The poor MC didn't know it hit him. As we celebrated on stage, Paul grabbed the microphone.
All right.
We'd like to thank our friends and fans for always supporting us, and there's something else we'd like to do. He grabbed my hand and tugged me to the front of the stage. I looked at it in bewilderment, and then he gave me a thumbs up. Oh, you guys are actually going to let Hana join? Even though you guys have been douches to her the whole time? We've treated our friend Hana terribly this past year. Good job! Public apology. I'm all about it. Paul. Good job. We would like to formally apologize to her and our friend Mai. He bowed to me, as did the entire rest of the Normal Boots Club. I waved my hands aimlessly, trying to get this to stop happening. The rest of the club, does that include Shane? Does that include Shane? We would like to recognize that Hana is now and has always been a member of the Normal Boots Club. I clapped my hands over my mouth in sheer surprise. And now that she's won a match, it's official. But what about the boots? You know, they're an important symbolic gesture and all, but they're just gold-plated boots. We can get new ones. Oh, right. Rich kids. The basic shoots club? Nah, they're always normal boots. Paul gestured off stage and I turned to see a red-faced Shane with normal boots jacket in hand. Oh, Shane is so pissed! I'm sorry that I've been so distrustful, Hana. Welcome to the club. He lifted the jacket over my shoulders and patted me gently on the back. Tears filled my eyes and I pulled him into a hug. I hope we can be friends now. Well, we can if you stop hugging me. Shane. I can't. Oh God, Shane. Oh. Hold on 1 second. Shane fucking kills me. That's great. I released him and fled back within the crowd. As the other members trickled off stage, I searched for Satch and found him beaming at me from within a haze of reporters and curious inventions. My heart started racing and suddenly a memory flashed to my mind. What is your dream? And what will you do after that one's accomplished? My dream? I've achieved it. New friends, the Normal Boots Club, winning the tournament. I had everything I wanted. So small-minded. Oh, don't choke on your mashed potatoes, kids. Don't do that. Shane does have feels. I think Shane has a lot of feels and he just doesn't want to admit it. We'll figure it out eventually. So, now what? What do I do now? Find the boots? Wring Catagorus's neck? Perhaps? I turned to my room, calm in my heart. I couldn't believe we won the tournament. I won the tournament. I was part of the Normal Boots Club. I pulled out my keys and braced myself for the inevitable. Who knew what waited for me on the other side of that door? Hana! Mai pounced on me, emitting a high-pitched wail. I couldn't go! Tell me what happened! Did you win? Of all days for Mai to have her biggest volleyball game of the year, it had to fall on the same day as the tournament. Aww. She was bouncing up and down, jostling me with every jump. She's wearing the jacket, if you look. Mai, hang on! Get off me! She stepped away and I gasped for air. Sorry, She stared at me in shock. What? What happened? Mai held a trembling finger to my chest and I looked down. Yeah. You got Normal Boots jacket! Mai, you won the tournament? You joined Normal Boots! The entirety of the dorm probably heard her. No, the entirety of Japan. She grabbed my, Ispep, look, if you're having trouble with your friends, look, as somebody who, I have a feeling I'm probably older than you, I'm just assuming. I'm old, it's fine. But, let me tell you something. Friends can very well come and go, and I've lost a lot of friends, and had people that I trusted very dearly, treat me pretty badly and screw me over, and, the best thing to do is just turn to those that you know are loyal for support, because those people are not worth it. It's not worth it to let them have power over you by getting upset about it. So, you seem like a pretty amazing person to me, so whoever it was that messed with you, it's their loss. And I hope that you, understand that, because that's not cool for somebody to do something like that to someone else. She grabbed my hands and spun me in a circle throughout our room. I stumbled over miscellaneous piles of books, Mai's backpack, some papers. You did it! You did it! Stop this! Please stop! I'm gonna be sick! The sound of a knock at the door made us both freeze in our tracks. What? What's that? Who's there? Well, I'll be honest, my friends and I give each other the bird all the time, but my friends and I rag on each other a lot, so. You don't think they want the jacket back, do you? Of course not! They wouldn't do that, would they? The knock came again. Go open the door! I gulped and approached the door as one would an enraged dog. Then, eyes squeezed shut, I pulled it open. It better be Caddy with the fucking boots. Oh, it's Ian. Hana? Ian?
Hey.
Hey. Is Mai there too? Mai poked her head around the corner. Oh, good. Do you mind coming with me? both of you. Yeah, give us back the boots, you jerk. Is something wrong? Not particularly. You wouldn't think so, would you, Ian? Ian didn't seem like he wanted to explain any further, so Mai and I followed him out to campus. Oh, congratulations on winning the tournament. Thank you. Man, come next year, I'm totally kicking your ass. We'll see about that. Mai watched us, stars glistening in her eyes. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. She's like, my best friend is awesome, and she's friends with Normal Boots and Hidden Block, and it's so cool. Ian led us to Poppy Hall. As we swept through its corridors, I had an inkling about where he was taking us. When he stopped in front of the Hidden Block Club room, I realized I was correct. He opened the door and moved as if to go in first, then apparently thought better of it and gestured for us to go first. Inside, I found a smiling Satch in the Hidden Block Club who all looked somewhat sheepish. Oh, he figured out who took it, didn't he? You, Caddy! Caddy stood to one side, blood red. Ian came in behind us and shut the door. Yeah. Ian sighed. Caddy took the boots. You? Oh, Caddy. Look, if Ian told me to come with him, I'd go too. At the very least, it's going to be entertaining, whatever he has to show them. What? I glanced at Caddy, who messed with his hands and stared at the floor. Hey, you did it to try and knock Normal Boots off their game. Mai was shifting through a mixture of emotions beside me. It was probably better he couldn't look at her. Kits. Kits, I like that theory about Mai wanting Ian and not realize. Yeah. I like that. It was supposed to be a stupid prank, but then he dropped them and he broke them. So, you broke the boots? God damn it, Caddy. I took them to get them fixed, and while they were getting repaired, you two came under fire. Everyone took it way harder than I thought they would, considering they're just a pair of boots, so by the time they were fixed, I couldn't bear the thought of returning them. I procrastinated, and you all started fighting, and then you weren't talking to each other, and it made it harder and harder to return them. I kept thinking about how mad everyone would be and how much you two suffered. I have a feeling Mai kind of relates to that. I hid them in my closet and ignored them, but eventually Jeff came across them and, well, I looked at Jeff, who gave me an awkward thumbs up. I'm really sorry, please forgive me! Caddy got down on his hands and knees and then laid on the floor. Please walk on my head! Please get up. Oh no! You're not getting off the hook that easily! Mai strode over to Caddy and grabbed his ear. Yeah, Ma, you tell him what for. Ah! You're coming with me. Mai dragged him off the ground and pulled him out of the room. Caddy squealed as he went. Their screams echoed down the hallway until they dissolved into silence. I hope she's taking him to the rest of the Normal Boots Club so that he can admit it, because she's furious. That's what he gets. Well, that's good.
Right on.
Oh, Ispep, you just found out what Rule 34 is? That's... Oh, no. That's never a good point in someone's life. Hana and I can take the boots back to our club room. Our? You mean...
All
Did the
right.
jacket not give it away? Whoa, she's got a jacket! It's true! I grinned and showed off my club patch. The newest addition to the Normal Boots Club. You got it! Luke whistled. Oh, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Well done, Hana. No, it wasn't that big of a deal. Anyway, we should get going. Satch grabbed one side of the boots and looked at me. Right! I grabbed the under end of the boots, which was surprisingly cold. Together, Satch and I lifted the sucker and shuffled towards the door.
Hey.
Satch! I'm gonna beat you next year, got it? We'll see about that. Also, Steven Galaxy is on later tonight, so... Oh, Steven Galaxy!
Yes.
I'll be there. Thus, we were on our awkward, shuffling way. For some reason, the walk to the clubroom was awkward. That's because you two need to kiss! The sun faded and night had fallen around us. Although we technically weren't supposed to still be out, I was used to roaming the halls at night, and since Satch was there with me, I felt safe. I focused on not moving too quickly and trying not to complain about the cramping pain in my fingers. It helped me to avoid Satch's eyes. Was it always this tense around him? What changed? Not sure how to handle... The CGO! Kids, don't! I'm gonna die. The feels. I can't. Okay, I have to prepare myself. Suddenly, Satch broke the silence, talking to himself? Me? In a series of quiet mumbles. Satch? He jolted as if woken from a dream, nearly dropping the boots. I scrambled to accommodate the sudden shift in weight as he gathered himself. Sorry. No big deal. What were you whispering about?
Well...
Why was he hesitating? Even with the worst of news, Satch usually delivered it effortlessly. My VR machine. People have sent me offers. Some want to buy it, some want to fund me as I develop it. Regardless, I'm gonna be fine. I'll be able to stay at Asagao.
Yay!
That's great! Have you found a new dream? Oh! The sudden question took me off guard and I flushed. So he remembered that too? I was thinking about it earlier. In the past few months, I learned so many things about friendship, trust, honesty, loyalty, choice, even maybe love? I felt myself flush and cleared my throat. Not yet, but I'm sure I will. What about you? We finally reached the hallway the normal Boots Club room was in and edged along toward the door. Perhaps. Satch refused to elaborate further, and I, seeing the door, was content to focus on bringing these blasted boots to their rightful place. Satch opened the door with a deftly maneuvered foot, and we finally brought the boots back to their rightful place, the closet in the back of the room. We released them onto the cushion, and I immediately started rubbing blood back into my hands. My fingers. That thing is ridiculously heavy for a pair of boots. Satch held the ring of keys out to me. Care to do the honors? I laughed. Taking the keys, I turned to the boots. You were more trouble than you were worth, but I guess I'll get to know you better from now on. All hail the boots! Hell yeah! I blew a kiss at them and then shut the doors. I held up the keys to the heavens. May these boots stay forever in their rightful place. With that, I locked the closet door and turned cheerfully to Satch. He was staring at me, eyes shining brightly. Satch? Hana, this might come as a surprise to you. I didn't want to bring it up, not while you were going through so much. But I think I've fallen for you. Satch! No! Satch! I can't. He's like, this may come as a surprise to you. Oh, he's so sweet. You're so kind and so hardworking, so... He shook his head at a loss. I was hoping... No, all I wanted was to tell you, I admire you. You inspire me. Ow, my heart! My heart! The whole time I was working on the VR machine, I was thinking of you. How you'd react when you experienced it, what your impression would be. That's why I was able to work so hard, even after I lost my job. When I watched you using it during the tournament, to be honest, that felt better than anything that came after it, even winning. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Satch, you who's been there for me throughout this whole ordeal, who tried to get to the bottom of the boots because it was the right thing to do, who stood by my side even when evidence points to the contrary. And here I thought my feelings were one-sided.
What?
What? I love Satch. What? Wait a minute, you... What? I laughed and moved to give him a hug. Oh my god, I can't! I'm done! Goodbye! Goodbye! I need to walk out of my room right now. I can't even face this picture right now. Oh my god, that is so cute. Oh my god. Satch embraced me in turn, beaming. But when?
I don't know.
It happened somewhere along the way. There wasn't a moment, there were no fireworks, but as time went on, I realized I wanted you by my side, no matter what. I couldn't stand the idea that for whatever reason, you might not be. I kissed him on the cheek. Shush! I lightly smacked him on the shoulder. We ended up sitting there the whole night on the floor of the Normal Boots Club room, just talking. Together we reflected on how much we learned from each other. Satch, how to rely on other people and trust people, and me, how to believe in my power to change situations, to trust my friends, to be honest. We were so excited and so happy, we hardly noticed time slipping away until it was already dawn. We said our quiet goodbyes in front of Primrose, and I slipped away to sleep. There was a club meeting the next day, after all. I would see him soon. My feels are dead! I can't. By the time I got to the club room, everyone else was already seated and waiting. I made eye contact with Satch. A huge grin spread across his face, and I flushed. Better not look at him. I'd be a dead giveaway. Satch, what's wrong with you? Yeah, you're grinning like a maniac. Is it about your machine? Nope. What, you're not gonna tell us?
No.
He's like, nope. That's not fair!
Okay.
I'll tell you when you guess. Okay. You got a puppy. I wish. You found out you're distantly related to Shakespeare.
No.
No, but good guess. You're performing live in concert because you've created a boy band with Gerard and 2 other kids from Asagao. Ha! A boy band? Like that would ever happen. Welp, it wasn't a bad idea. Hana, do you have any idea? What? Me? Maybe he got an engineering scholarship? I keep telling you, you'll never guess. Oh, it's just a matter of time. For now, why don't we get this meeting started? There's another tournament coming up soon and we got a new member to inaugurate. Oh yeah! We've got to do her initiation ritual. Yeah, we know we've never seen this ritual yet. Paul cackled, rubbing his hands together like a grasshopper. Oh no! Wonderful, wonderful! Hana! Don't worry about it, Hana. It won't hurt a bit. And so began the rest of my time at Asagao. Best end! Ah, I'm dying! Oh, you guys, I'm dying. I am literally dead. I am completely dead. Oh, God, his root was so good. It was so good. It was so good. I can't even deal. I can't. I'm dying right now. Wow. I like how Luke helped drive PBG's route, by the way. Oh my gosh. I think that might be my favorite route so far. I really think so. Oh man. That's crazy. Oh man. Alright. I feel like I don't know, I need some kind of a break. I don't know. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. Well, I know I'm gonna do Paul's next, but here's the thing, and I don't know if you guys heard it yesterday, or I don't know if you guys were in the chat when I said this last time, but I'm gonna be streaming hopefully tomorrow and Wednesday like normal. I might be streaming on Thursday, which I normally don't. Thursday and Friday are usually my days off from streaming because I go out with my friends, but I will not be streaming this weekend or all of next week or next weekend. Well, I might do it not this upcoming Sunday, but maybe the Sunday after. I have a reason for it. I can't say it. And if you keep an eye on my Twitter, next Saturday I can explain to you why. But I hope that you guys trust that it's for a good reason. But I won't be available to stream next week, which is kind of sad. Okay. Oh, yes! Let's find out what Mine did to Caddy, please. Louder! I want to hear you scream it from the heavens! I emerged from my dorm the next morning, ready to head to class, and stopped in front of a spectacle that never in my life would I have expected to see. Oh! Oh, I am a bad coppa. I steal things and let my friends get in trouble for it. Caddy! Oh, man, Caddy. I can't. I can't look at him! Louder! I'm a bad coppa! His name is Cappy. Mai, what are you doing? You didn't think I was just gonna let him get away with this, did you? He gave us weeks of suffering! Yeah, but everything worked out okay. You can cut him some slack. I'll cut him some slack when he's dead. Again! I am a bad coppa! I backed away slowly as the other students gathered around the commotion. And bumped into someone. Oh, pardon me. I froze. Miss Shizuka said next to Mr. Saitomo, his arm around her waist. I called it! I called it! I called that Mr. Saitomo and Miss Shizuka were dating. I knew it! I fucking knew it! Oh my god! I do kind of feel a little bit bad for Cat Icarus kids, I'm not gonna lie. Miss Shizuka stood next to Mr. Saitomo, his arm around her waist. She was absolutely bursting with joy, holding her hand in front of her as if her nails were drying. Oh, Hana, I'm glad you're here. I've been going around announcing it to everybody, and I wanted to include my favorite student. Favorite student? Did she get engaged? Me and Charles here have decided to get married! She screamed this last word out to the heavens, as if sending a signal to another planet. I heard it bounce off Mars and ricochet towards Saturn. What? I glanced at Mr. Saitomo and he winked at me. All at once I remembered running into him at the dead of night and how he walked me back to my dorm without ever saying a word against my being out. Was it because he was sneaking around to see Miss Shizuka? I stared at the two as Shizuka leaned over to kiss Mr. Saitomo on the cheek. I had never seen her happier, and Mr. Saitomo seemed 10 years younger in her presence. I shook my head. I wish you both great happiness. Thank you, Hana. I'm sure we will have it. Yes, I agree. Miss Shizuka wrapped her hands in Mr. Saitomo's. My prince has finally come. I waved and passed them, giving them all the privacy they so clearly desired. As I headed across campus, a voice called out to me.
Hana.
There you are! And how are you doing? I shook my head. Satch, life at Asagao Academy never gets easier. No? He slid an arm around my shoulder, grinning mischievously. Okay, maybe some things do. Am actually dead!
Academy, normal.
Ah! Oh man, that story was so good! It really was so good. Ah, I loved it. Okay, well, obviously I'm going to end the stream here, but I'll be back streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if I should do another game and if I should wait to start Paul's until after I'm able to stream again. I think I'll probably just start Paul's tomorrow. Who am I kidding? Alrighty, but I'll see you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. It's Pep. You give it a year and a half, not because of relationship trouble, but because Charles will be dead by then. Wow. Nice. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I loved Satch's storyline so much. But I'm going to be doing Paul's next, or I guess it's really continues, right? I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're just romancing Paul, but Obviously, the 3 of them are a package deal. But yeah, I will see you guys on my next stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had so much fun. This is my favorite route so far in this game, and I cannot wait to start Paul. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.